Is the vehicle already in your name and you're just
Nope.
moving? Oh,
Nope,
okay.
I just bought it.
Just bought it, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's up? We're Trevor, Leela, and Kaylin.
I'm not speaking.
We sold our home in Southern California so we could live full-time in an RV. In this video, we're going to share with you what we ended up buying to tow our vandalized fifth wheel, and we'll share our thoughts on the best used truck to buy to tow a fifth wheel. In our last video, we drove to St. George to see the fifth wheel we committed to buying sight unseen. We drove back to our apartment in Oxnard.
I'm kind of ready to be out of the little confines of an apartment.
What she's saying is she wants the confines of a 300 square foot RV.
Yeah, on the world.
To try to find a truck to tow it.
Too small, too small, too small.
Should you buy the truck first or the RV first? Let's say you want to tow a vehicle and you don't have a truck yet. What do? Do you buy the RV or the truck? Well, the short answer is you buy the RV first because you're not necessarily going to end up getting what you think you're going to get at the start. Once you start looking, your mindset might totally shift. In fact, ours totally did. In the beginning, I'm like, we're going to live full-time in an RV. Let's buy a Class A so we can all sit in this Class A. That's the big square boxy ones that has an engine. You can all sit there and eat and drink and sleep and hang out together in the whole RV. And I thought that's what we wanted. But then my brother Roy said, dude, you should look at a fifth wheel. I don't want a fifth wheel, don't want a truck, don't want two separate vehicles. But once I saw a fifth wheel and how much space you can get for the money, I'm like, dude, that's it. In fact, the other advantage of getting a fifth wheel over a Class A or a Class C motorhome is that you have a vehicle to drive. You go to a campsite, you detach your trailer or your fifth wheel, and boom, you've got a truck to go see the world. But as far as what you end up getting, whether it's a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, how long, how much does it weigh especially, that's all going to change once you start looking. So you 100% want to buy the trailer or the fifth wheel first before you buy the truck. So then you're going to know how much truck you need. We left our fifth wheel in St. George at an RV shop to have some work done while we searched for a truck from our temporary apartment in Oxnard. We weren't having a lot of luck. We thought, hey, maybe there's more truck people in Oregon. We get to see the grandkid. Let's go. So we headed off to Oregon and began our search there. We spent days and days in Oregon looking for a truck. And it was a little harder than it would have been because of COVID, and a lot of the dealerships were closed. Plus, finding the truck that you want is much harder than you think, so give it some time. These things hold their value, especially the diesels, so be prepared. My smart brother Roy sent us a bunch of trucks to look at. He was leaning towards, get an old one, it'll be fine.
Why do you hate me and keep torturing me with ugly cars, trucks that are not going to work, Roy? Why? Why?
Another question people have is, should you get a short bed, a long bed, or a dually? A short bed is going to be great. When you detach it, it's going to be great for going around town. A long bed is going to be a little more stable towing a truck and may have higher towing capacity. The dually is going to be able to tow more than either of those, but it's huge. Those things have big old butts. So it's sacrificed there, but the stability and the tow capacity of a dually can't be beat. What should you get? It depends on what you're going to tow. In our case, we bought a 38-foot toy hauler. The thing, fully loaded, weighs almost 16,000 pounds. There are very few single rear-wheel vehicles that can tow 16,000 pounds. Yes, a dually is a little bit of overkill for my trailer, but just a little bit, and it is really the safest and most secure option, especially for a guy that has no experience towing big trailers and has never owned a truck. Back in California, before we went to Oregon on this trip, we happened to test drive a truck, and it was a pretty dang nice truck. It was more money than we wanted to spend, and we thought, probably not. So we just let it go and didn't really think about it again.
I didn't think I liked trucks, but now I'm on top of the world in this monster, and nothing can stop me.
The great thing is that I keep us in budget.
The great thing is that it's a write-off because it's for our new channel, Keeping Up with the Joneses, or the RV Life, or
Why are you
I don't
talking
know.
so weird?
What do you mean?
You've got your announcer voice on, talking like that.
Thank you for mocking me and making me feel insecure. I can't speak. You do all the talking then. Go ahead.
It drives like a dream. I love it. With my whole soul. I want one now.
However, after over a week looking in Oregon and finding nothing that met our needs, we thought this is probably the truck for us. So what did we do? We drove back to California from Oregon to our little apartment in Oxnard to buy that truck, the very first truck we ever looked at. Remember from our first video when I said we don't have really great luck on road trips? Well, driving back to California this time,
I heard a sound, and then my oil of my tire pressure gauge went on. We haven't had any incidents yet, so here where there is no service at all, let's just see if, hopefully it's just a little bit of low air. Please be just a little low air, because as we learned from the last time Leela blew out a tire, we actually don't have a spare. Please just be a little bit low. Okay, 1, 2, okay. Okay. Okay, and no!
We get to spend the night in Woodland. Trevor, we've never been to Woodland, California
Never
before.
been to Woodland.
Who knows? We may want to come back here in the RV and camp. Hey, Sapphira, adventures.
which brand is the right truck to get to tow a fifth wheel, something heavy like that? The reality is Ford, Chevy, and Dodge all have awesome vehicles nowadays. You can't go wrong with any of them. If you're looking to buy a used truck, just make sure you get something with reasonably low miles, maybe 25 to 75,000 miles. Each truck has pros and cons. The bottom line is go with the one that you like the best. Just do your homework on the specific vehicle you're buying. Make sure that it has been maintained and has maintenance records and doesn't have a ton of miles on it, and you're probably going to be totally fine.
It's pandemic, plus dog, plus Sunday night, and a flat tire, and that's what our modified
Or leash.
leash is, because we forgot the leash. Where are we now? Days in Woodland.
We're trying to get some a side of beef for my dog from the pizza place because we got no food for her.
It's the only place that we know that's available that delivers.
That's open during this whole pandemic thing. Looks like tonight it's pizza for Sapphira.
If you're amused with all of our driving back and forth from Oregon to California, or you think we're idiots, go ahead and give us that thumbs up. We'd be super grateful.
We're about to go buy a truck. We're headed right over there. I'm pretty excited. So how badly is Ford taking us on this one?
Ford's not taking bad at all. You're getting a great deal, but I want to tell you something here. Let me show you something.
You gonna throw in a 10-year warranty?
I'm gonna throw in my shoe. How's that? Okay. And it's Shaq's. Is that pretty cool?
That's amazing. Is it actually Shaq's?
It's my brother's president of Staples Center.
We just bought our truck. We just paid for it and got it all done, except that we're gonna take it on a little drive, but we don't even get the keys to it for another week because it's gonna be delivered to Oregon so that we can pay no sales tax.
Which truck did we get after looking at all of these trucks?
Oh my gosh, so many trucks.
Which truck did we get?
It was the very first truck that we looked at and drove.
After about a week in Oxnard, we drove back to Oregon again to take delivery of the truck.
Here on our channel, we believe in being raw and uncensored to a large degree and unfiltered. And I woke up like this. And right now, we are currently waiting for things. We are back here with this chick. And with this chick here.
The grandma.
And we're with this. And we're with Tiny Human. Hello, Tiny Human. We're back. She likes being on camera because she is the Jones. We're waiting for our truck to get delivered. Finally, you're gonna see. Are you excited to see the truck? I'm excited to see the truck. It's finally gonna be here. It's a miracle. I've never heard a truck before, so I'm not sure. You supposed to talk like you got a truck now? Do I need to get some tats, some bro tats on here? You had trucks. You tell me, do I need to tat and talk like this?
I have no tats and I talk like a normal human being.
My wife loves it so much when I talk like wherever I am, I just adapt the accent of the culture. In do they have an accent in Oregon?
Not really.
Dang it, I wanted to get me a redneck accent because it's a good thing. Don't be judging on me.
You ready to see the truck we got? You ready to see it? Yeah! Here comes, and 3, 2, 1.
This chick is a country girl in her, what are you driving?
I'm driving a Ford F350 Dually
What's that?
diesel engine truck
How come you got such a big old truck?
because I gotta haul a lot of stuff. And my whole life is gonna be hauled behind me for a while.
Our truck has a 6.7 liter diesel engine. Should you get a gas or diesel engine for your truck for towing a fifth wheel or trailer? Well, that depends. Both can be great options for different reasons. The gas engine is going to cost you less. If you want to go buy a brand new truck from any of the manufacturers, a diesel engine will cost you $10,000 to $12,000 more. Plus, it's a tiny bit more to maintain. And you have to put DEF in it, which is diesel exhaust fluid, which doesn't cost very much. It's just one more little hassle, one more little thing you need to do if you want a diesel. However, with a diesel, you can tow way more than you can with a gasoline-powered engine. So you've just got to weigh the pros and cons for you. Both can work great. For us, because our vehicle was so heavy, we opted for a diesel. We finally got our truck, so we could, in theory, pick up our RV. But guess what? Everything wasn't right in paradise just yet.
Apparently your generator that we've been waiting on got damaged during shipping. So now we have another one coming in for you from somewhere. And I don't know when it's going to get here.
That's awesome.
After finally getting the long-awaited truck, weeks after we started our search, we headed back to California to get the rest of our stuff from our apartment.
We started looking at the cost of rental and realized that it's probably more useful and probably will be used long-term if we buy a trailer. So now here we are.
Well, I think the evolution's complete. Got me a manly truck. Don't cut my hair no more. Got me a hat. And now he got me a trailer to go with my RV because, you know, I gotta get my stuff to Oregon. Can never have enough trailers and vehicles, I always say. Dude, it's gonna suck.
How's this drive going, guys?
We're only halfway there, not even halfway there, and it's freaking 11 o'clock at night. Long day. I know you can't see me, but we just had to stop because I was sleepy, so we slept like right here. I don't know where I am, but we still have a really long way to go. Oh, time for a Red Bull.
We had to store the rest of our stuff at our daughter's house in Oregon. And there we sat and waited for our RV to be ready. If you want to see how we finally got our RV, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there and check out the next video, because that will be the video in which we take delivery of our vandalized RV. In case you missed episode 1 where we talk about our decision to go full-time into RV living, check out that video right up there. If you want to see a video that YouTube thinks you should watch, check out that video right down there. We can't wait to share our adventure with you.